Can you tell us now that you will, now that you are pro-vaccine, that you're going to have your organization take these products off the market?
Washed up windbag socialist Bernie Sanders is very upset about children's clothing.
You have started a group called the Children's Health Defense. You're the originator. Right now, as I understand it, on their website, they are selling what's called onesies. These are little things, clothing for babies. One of them is titled Unvaxxed, Unafraid. Next one, and they're sold for $26 a piece, by the way. Next one is No Vax, No Problem. Now, you're coming before this committee and you say you're pro-vaccine. Just want to ask some questions. And yet your organization is making money selling a child's product to parents for $26, which casts fundamental doubt on the usefulness of vaccines. Can you tell us now that you will, now that you are pro-vaccine, that you're going to have your organization take these products off the market?
Senator, I have no power over that organization. I'm not part of it. I resigned from the board.
Yeah, that was just a few months ago. You founded that. You certainly have power. You can make that call. Are you supportive of this?
I've had nothing to do with leadership.
Are you supportive of these onesies?
I'm supportive of vaccines.
Are you supportive of this clothing, which is militantly anti-vaccine?
I am supportive of vaccines.
Right.
I will. I want good science, and I want to protect.
But you will not tell the organization you founded not to continue selling that product. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
What a just pathetic old socialist buffoon. Like, it's so interesting how irrelevant he became in all of this, and he's just such a big pharma sellout and everything else. Putting aside what Bobby's feelings are or aren't about vaccines for a moment, and by the way, you're allowed to be skeptical of vaccines, and you're allowed to be skeptical of the schedule, and you're allowed to ask questions about how this relates to autism and all sorts of things. You're allowed to do those things. You're a free American in this country, and you're allowed to do that. And Bobby, as at the helm of HHS, is allowed to ask these questions. He's not in charge of that group anymore. And $26 for the onesie. It's a type of clothing. I think we have a picture of Bernie from last night. Well, that was going around. I'm pretty sure that's real. So you can see Bernie was really upset because they didn't have one that was more form-fitting, I guess. Let's go back to that clip for a moment, because you might have recognized somebody who is having a good time in the background.
Are you supportive of this?
I've had nothing to do with leadership.
Are you supportive of these onesies?
I'm supportive of vaccines.
Are you supportive of this clothing, which is militantly anti-vaccine?
You see what they've done? There's Megyn Kelly just laughing at what an old buffoon. Bernie, even if Bobby was selling those things and you didn't think it was right and he was on the board, does that override this man's desire to get rid of the chronic disease epidemic in this country? Does that override the idea that someone should be going into these agencies and figuring out where the waste is and what happened during COVID and all of those things? But you're upset about a onesie. Did you know that drinking 2 to 3 cups of coffee daily can lower your risk of death by 29% and nearly halve your chances of heart complications? But let's be real. What's the point if your coffee tastes like it was brewed by someone who thinks soy lattes are the peak of sophistication? Enter 1775 coffee. Hand-picked Bolivian beans roasted in the USA, delivering pure, single-origin brilliance. No gimmicks, no deceit, just coffee for those who crave truth, depth, and the clarity to cut through life's illusions. The best part, every dollar you spend gets you entered to win a blacked-out 2024 Tesla Cybertruck, a modern-day Ark built for any of life's challenges, plus 30 grand in cash. Not bad. Here's what to do. Go to 1775coffee.com, stock up, and fuel your mornings with rebellion. Use code Rubin for 15% off your order. Don't miss your shot to sip bold, authentic coffee and drive a Cybertruck with $30K in your pocket. 1775coffee.com. Fuel your mornings, forge your path.